Cartoon Fridays.
Cartoon
Fridays. Cartoons Fridays.
Here it comes. I'm ready. Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
No, that is not it.
Watch the hair.
Good evening, and welcome to the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party, where we're all getting fired up for tomorrow's epic contest between Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
Contest? What? They're gonna be racing each other in potato sacks?
Yeah. We're coloring. You know, like a coloring contest.
Clods, we're less than 24 hours from the pomp and majesty of the Big Game 29, live from Mel Blanc Memorial Stadium. Beginning at 6 o'clock, Bugs and Daffy will be duking it out for the championship.
Are you having your full again this year?
Ixnay, little man, we're on.
Oh. Never mind. We'll talk later.
Coming up a little later, we've got Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, and then a brand new Sheep in the Big City. But first, let's kick things off with an Ed, and Eddie cartoon, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Kick things off. I get it.
Funny.
Not really.
Don't forget, we've got a brand new Sheep in the Big City coming up later at 9. Now keep it here. The cartoon you picked on CartoonNetwork.com, the .com pick is coming up after the break on this, the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Here's the cartoon you picked on CartoonNetwork.com, the .com pick on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
74!
Boys, do you really need to do that now?
What? We're just getting pumped for the big game tomorrow.
Yeah, Bugs is gonna whack the floor with that Daffy stuff.
Yeah, Bugs is gonna win. Wait a minute. Daffy's gonna win the thing, dummy.
Bugs is.
Daffy.
Bugs.
Daffy.
Bugs.
Bugs.
Daffy.
Good, as long as we got that straight.
Coming up next, it's Johnny Bravo, followed by Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, and then a brand new Sheep in the Big City at 9. And it's all right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Let's do that again.
Forget it.
You're watching Johnny Bravo on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Right back with more Johnny Bravo. And be sure to stick around for a brand new Sheep in the Big City, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Now back to Johnny Bravo on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
And in the Big Game 26, Jerry won. And in the Big Game 27, Tweety won. And in the Big Game 28, the Roadrunner won. It doesn't look good for the underdog, does it?
Mayor, I don't think underdog is playing tomorrow. It's going to be Bugs Bunny against Daffy Duck.
Oh, you don't say. Where did I get underdog from, I wonder?
He's kidding, right?
That'd be a contest, though, wouldn't it? Can you imagine such a thing? That crazy dog flying all over.
Oh, brother.
Coming up next, it's Dexter's Laboratory, followed by the Powerpuff Girls. And don't forget, there's going to be a new Sheep in the Big City coming up a little later. And that's all right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
You know, I've always wanted to be a shoeshine boy.
He's acting weird again.
You're You're watching Dexter's Laboratory on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Okay, everybody, time now for this week's CCF Orbit Code. Just go to CartoonNetwork.com, click into the orbit area, and enter the code for a cool CCF Z-Tune to add to your collection. Don't know what orbit is? Then you really need to head to CartoonNetwork.com. Back in a minute, everyone, with more Cartoon Fridays.
Now back to Dexter's Laboratory on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Do you like in the big game tomorrow? I like Bugs because he's a bunny, and he's got a cute little pink nose and a fluffy little white puffball tail. But Daffy is so cute with his soft feathers and the way his big speaks around sometimes. But Bugs always says, "What's up, Doc?" while he's eating carrots. But the Daffy, never mind.
Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls. And don't forget, after this, we're going to be seeing a brand new sheep in the big city. And that's all right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
And bunnies and duckies and hugging and squeezing and begging. Ah, jeez.
Be right back with more of the Powerpuff Girls. And don't forget, we've only got 15 minutes more before a brand new sheep in the big city. And that's all right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Now, back to the Powerpuff Girls on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Cartoon Fridays!
Cartoon
Fridays! Cartoons Fridays!
I'm ready. Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
No, that is not it.
Watch the hair.
You know what I don't get? All of them dang computery picture things that got floating all over the screen when you're trying to watch a big game on the tube these days.
What, like this?
Yeah, I suppose. What does anyone want to know my name for anyway? Just ask me. I'll tell you. Don't need to... Hey, watch it there, bub. Come on now, knock it off. This ain't funny.
Yo, Dexter, how do you shut this thing off?
This is a delicate instrument. You cannot just put one of these buttons. No, not that.
Now it's time for a brand new sheep in the big city. And that's all right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Get this dang thing away from me.
We're working on this problem.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay, everybody, time now for this week's CCF Orbit Code. Just go to CartoonNetwork.com, click into the orbit area, and enter the code for a cool CCF Z-Tune to add to your collection. Don't know what orbit is? Then you really need to head to CartoonNetwork.com. Back in a minute, everyone, with more Cartoon Fridays.
Now, back to a brand new sheep in the big city on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Alrighty. Every good tailgate party needs tailgate party food. And I am just the man to supply. Look out.
Have you fired up the grill?
Oh, yeah. We've got hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst, baby back ribs, and of course my world-famous super spicy hot wing.
Really? Are they any good?
Any good? Here, check these out.
Time now for another episode of Sheep in the Big City, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
What's he?
Nothing.
We'll be right back with more sheep in the big city, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Now back to sheep in the big city on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
cheerful Bugs and Daffy tomorrow at the big game. We're going to have to practice the wave. Is everybody ready?
I don't want all this.
Are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boys, that's not what I meant, and you knew it.
Coming up next, it's Courage the Cowardly Dog, followed by Ed, Ed, and Eddie, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
You can stop waving now.
Okay, everybody, time now for this week's CCF Orbit Code. Just go to CartoonNetwork.com, click into the Orbit area, and enter the code for a cool CCFC tune to add to your collection. Don't know what Orbit is? Then you really need to head to CartoonNetwork.com. Back in a minute, everyone, with more Cartoon Fridays.
Now, back to Courage the Cowardly Dog on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Are you ready?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, you?
What are Chicken and Johnny doing?
They said that they were going to do their impression of the beginning of every big game that we've ever shown.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the crashing helmet thing. I get it.
Hilarious.
Coming up next, it's our last show before Cartoon Fridays is over. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party.
Want to do it again?
Yeah, sure.
We'll be right back with more Ed, Ed, and Eddie right here on the Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Now, back to Ed, Ed, and Eddie on the CCF Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Right, everyone, that's going to wrap things up for tonight's Cartoon Fridays Big Game 29 Tailgate Party. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 for Cartoon Network sports coverage of the Big Game 29 with pregame segments hosted by Lynn Dawson, Chris Collinsworth, Nick Bonacani, Jerry Glanville, and Dan Marino. Game films from the whole season, and finally, the big game itself. Bugs versus Daffy, with John Madden and Pat Summerall calling all the action.
Okay, who's got to pick it? Johnny was supposed to pick them up.
Not me. I had to real good.
I got the ticket. See you tomorrow, everyone.
Where are our seats?
I ain't sitting behind a pole again this year.
It's Big Game 29. Bugs versus Daffy.
Bugs is moving down the field. He's going to score. This is one for the record book. Daffy is playing like there's no tomorrow. Daffy's Duck has been in control of this game from the start. This is incredible. This could be the comeback of all time.
The Big Game, Bugs versus Daffy. Saturday and Sunday, only on Cartoon Network.